and tell our president that this is not the right time to reshuffle. If we do it, it will mess up the whole city. The whole nation. If you are close to Jacob Zuma, tell him that I said the reshuffle that he is planning to do, he must suspend it. If he do it now, it will cost him. In fact, it may be what will cause his quick removal. So, if he still want to sit on that seat, he must suspend reshuffle. If he do the reshuffle of cabinet now, the man will go. And I'm saying my own now. He must. If you want to put it on Facebook, put it on anywhere, and tell them, if Zuma do reshuffle, then he must get ready to leave the city.
I hear the voice of God. I hear the voice of God. Tell Mr. President again that 1, 2, 3 that he wants to remove is dangerous. One, 2, 3. Want to remove and bring one, a rib, and bring another chicken, and bring another house rabbit. He must make sure he leave it for now, because December will tell who January will bring forth. Please, if you understand my proverb, pass it across. It will be better. I'm seeing a shift in the South African leadership, government leadership.
Amen.
I'm seeing a shift. I'm seeing somebody saying, thank you for all these years. And I'm seeing somebody being welcome and said, come and finish the rest. I'm saying this is the mind of Jehovah. This is the mind of Jehovah. This is the mind of Jehovah. This is Ramaphosa on the seat. This is the line of God. Can we clap for Ramaphosa? God is still speaking. If ANC want to follow the mind of God, the time of woman to lead this country is still coming. But God said to me that if Ramaphosa can be able to obey his voice and humble himself and worship him alone in fear, he will rule this country for 12 years. Starting from 2018. He will finish unfinished journey and complete his journey and complete his journey. South Africa will be better again.
Amen.
Please, if you have a pen and a paper, this time to write down the prophecy for the year 2018. The second prophecy in the list of my prophetic book is this: the first quarter of the year 2018 in South Africa will be politically tense and be shaken, because God wants to cause a divine change, but there are going to be a shaking politically, and some people will be removed for God to carry out his agenda. That is for South Africa. And if the leaders of parties are not careful and seek for the face of God in the first quarter of the year 2018 for the right decision, they may collapse the economy of the land. I'm still talking about South Africa. In the same first quarter of the year in South Africa, I'm seeing a shift in the presidency level, because the seat is shaking in my revelation, and I see the seat making a well-known man to fall for somebody to take over, and trouble may follow thereafter. And this will happen in the first quarter of the year.
I have therefore come to the decision to resign as President of the Republic with immediate effect.
Our reporter Criselda Lewis, she's currently at Noord, the taxi rank in Johannesburg CBD. Chris, a very, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for coming through. Now, talk to us about the feeling of ordinary South Africans about President Jacob Zuma's resignation.
Well, a very good morning to you, Palisa. South Africans are waking up this morning after that late night address by President Jacob Zuma, who has now resigned. And as would be expected, many sentiments are being shared on the streets, not just here in Johannesburg, but around the country. And we've seen all of this news being beamed around the world. So it's by no surprise this morning that all the newspapers in South Africa do have that as the lead story. This one saying defiant in defeat. That's just one of them. Let me take a page to the next newspaper. I'll try to manage this. One of the other newspapers as well says, finally Zuma falls. And the other as well, let me have a look, says gone. Well, South Africans, most of them in fact, say they've been waiting in anticipation for this moment. Let's hear from some of them now on what that sentiment is. Let's join Prakop now, who almost everybody knows. Prakop, you wake up this morning, President Jacob Zuma has resigned. What is your feeling?
I am so happy because this man is too controversial for my liking. He drove ANC down, he drove our economy down, and thanks God he's gone, because since he's been in office, nothing works in South Africa. Thank God he's gone.
Prakop, South Africa is looking to a new dawn now. There will be a new president of the country. Yeah. What would you say is the first things that the president needs to do in order to restore confidence, I guess, once again in South Africa and our abilities?
The president has to stamp out corruption wherever it exists. In the ANC, wherever, in the PAC, wherever there's corruption, the president must stamp it out. Because our people are suffering and we can't afford to have, our leaders being corrupt. Please, President, stamp out corruption so we can look after our people who are suffering, who live in poverty. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prakop. Let's come to one of the other sentiments as well. Sawubona mama, uvuke ekseni namhlanje uPresident Jacob Zuma usixelele izolo ba yena he's stepping down from office. Wena xa uvuke ekseni sisuziva kanjani ngale address ka President Jacob Zuma?
Nna ke thabile haholo President Zuma a tswile hobane batho ba bangata ha ba sebetse mo South Africa, ho sebetsa batho ba bang ha ba sebetse, re na le bana ba rona ba hlole.
A reluctant announcement from an embattled president.
I have therefore come to the decision to resign as President of the Republic with immediate effect. Even though I disagree with the decision of the leadership, of my organization, I have always been a disciplined member of the ANC.
It came just hours before Parliament was due to vote in a motion of no confidence against Jacob Zuma. President's hand may have been forced, but Zuma says his party did not give reasons why he should resign.
If you are close to Jacob Zuma, tell him that I said the reshuffle that he's planning to do, he must suspend it. If he do it now, it will cost him. In fact, it may be what will cause his quick removal.
There are no further nominations. Only one candidate has been nominated, namely the Honorable Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa. The nomination is in order. Accordingly, in terms of item 5 of Part A of Schedule 3 to the Constitution, I declare the Honorable Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa duly elected President of the Republic of South Africa.
This is the mind of Jehovah. This is the mind of Jehovah. This is the mind of Jehovah. This is Ramaphosa on the seat. This is the line of God. But God said to me that if Ramaphosa can be able to obey his voice and humble himself and worship him alone in fear, he will rule this country for 12 years. Starting from 2018. He will finish unfinished journey and complete his journey and complete his journey. Only can we clap for Ramaphosa?